So this one says, the hardest part about building a room is you have to build a room to build the damn room in first.
Yeah.
Drives me crazy.
Right. Did I
these-
say that? You want to move around, you want to do what you're alive to be able to do. If the path is here, take the thing and throw it as far as you can off the path. And then as you find your way back, it'll automatically find its way back to the path, and that's where all the good stuff is. So I was like, okay, so what's the point of the story? I'm a piece of garbage, so hello, I'm a piece of garbage.
Have you tried working with others?
I've tried thinking about considering it, and I can't.
Did you get started making this style on Vine, or did you get started before that?
Well, just on the computer, and then it's just there.
I don't think I'd ever seen anyone do anything like it until I've seen your stuff.
That's huge news, because I don't have a choice but to do it that way.
Had you ever tried any other style, or like
Every
is that
time.
all? It took me and my editor like a full day to do 5 seconds.
Right, I am insane. Like at 10 a.m. I'd quit. But then by 2 p.m. I was like, do another one.
It's a strange feeling, and I don't know if this is intentional, but I feel like the chords that you choose almost like vibrate in my head.
Of course they do. That's what chords are supposed to do.
Kind of feels like a journal entry.
Yeah.
Would you say it's a journal entry?
Yeah, it's text.
The concept that you could have one of you that just does vocals, one of you that just does drums, one of you that just models trees.
Yeah, but does that mean they're going to release a thing separately, or how does the business end of it work?
I think the business would be that they all work together.
Okay, I don't know. There's a lot of things, a lot of loopholes in that somehow. I don't know. But it did look like at one point you said, we will own all the rights to everything that is ever recorded by us or otherwise. And it didn't say a time limit. So I'm doing some calculations in my head. I'm like, that really means you're saying you're going to own everything that I've ever done.
That's not the intent, but
It's not what the point of this is. But
Yeah.
I'm like, it still says that. I probably should probably check up on that.
is that a concern that in the
Well-
future someone would use your likeness
There's no point. I mean, what am I going to do? What are you going to do? What are we going to do? What is anyone going to do?
against
What
AI?
is happening? What are we even going to, you know what I mean?
Like against AI?
What is anyone going to do? Through some breakthrough, they figured out how to like coalesce together into like a full person or animal or whatever it is, like us. Like we're like, we have like a brain thing that actually we can control ourselves. Like the whole thing works together. So people like you or like me, artists that have a business and do things with your name and like all of that will kind of it will be disappointed, like because that means everything we've sort of this whole paradigm we've worked in will be kind of like not valid anymore.
Right.
But it occurs to me, I don't even know if I should say this, but it does occur to me that like if you can clone anyone and do it, it occurs to me that that's something that could lead to like all identity kind of being
meshed into one?
irrelevant or impossible to prove or blah, 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 which if you think about it in the context of like what would be good for the world in general, it actually would be good because it means none of us would, like the chips, we wouldn't have to hold on to our own chips anymore and we'd all, by default, we would naturally work towards the greater good because we'd have to.
It wouldn't be about protecting one's own individuality.
Exactly.
It would be for the greater good.
Exactly.
of-
So it just might be like the scariest thing that we might fear as personal people that have worked our lives to like build a name for ourselves, our greatest fear, but it just might actually be, that might be what we need anyway.
It would be a lot less to worry about because everyone would have each other's back.
This is not something that I should say on this video or anywhere. But if you do happen to put this in the video, don't edit out me saying this either.
Context.
Yeah, don't edit out me saying that you shouldn't say it. So if you do put it in, and I hope you don't, but if you do put it in, don't edit out me saying that you shouldn't, because this is the best part.
To me, I almost think about the beginning of the universe as, physics got here.
I'm not actually sure what happened at the exact beginning of the universe. Yeah.
Not at all.
No, I'm not.
Whether it's a bang or...
Bang seems really vague.
Yeah.
The fact that it's called the Big Bang has uncertainty written all over it. Seems super vague.
Super vague.
I don't know. I think that's a placeholder for...
Yeah, because I
we
think
don't
before
really know.
that, you'd have to say where did the laws of physics come from in the first place, because I don't think they occurred in the bang.
Right.
I think they were there before the bang.
Yeah.
So you can't say the Big Bang was the beginning of the universe if the laws of physics already existed, because where did that begin?
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not sure about...
Actually, I was hoping to have you on here today to explain that to me.
No.
Oh, well, scrap this video then. That's where I was really trying to go with this conversation.